More previewing of the Republican convention next week. Bloomberg Politics reporter Michael C. Bendora and Yamiche Alcindor of the New York Times. I think I said that right. It's great to see the two of you. Yamiche, you report about social justice and all kinds of really interesting topics that have become particularly pertinent of late. Talk a little bit about open carry and the laws that pertain in this state and what that might mean for the security situation that's the Republicans are facing here.
The open carry laws in Ohio really mean that they can ban stuff like backpacks that are too big or water guns, but they cannot actually ban any handguns. They can't ban AR-15s. They can't ban any of the stuff that you can do. So anybody, especially, I should say, anybody coming from around the state, Ohio residents can come carrying those weapons outside, carrying them openly in a holster, as long as you can see them. They don't need a permit. So basically what you could potentially see is a lot of people with a lot of guns, and they can have them out loaded or unloaded. And a lot of people are worried about that. I wrote a story about people kind of talking about the idea that after Dallas, people are really worried that they're going to add to the confusion of an already confusing Republican National Convention. Passions were already high with Donald Trump, and now you have this. So that's basically what the law is. The law is that you can have guns out and be visible.
Well, I was going to say not just confusion, but fear and paranoia. And I know some of the groups that are protesting or planning to protest have said, yeah, we're going to come packing.
There are groups. So the Oath Keepers is one of those groups. They're a group. The Southern Law Poverty Center describes them as kind of this really extremist militant right group. They say, though, that they're there to really help protect people, to help the police officers do their jobs, and to kind of basically shoot somebody if things get out of hand. I should say that there's a pro-Trump group that's having a really big celebration rally on Monday, and they're saying that they're going to be trying to ban people from carrying long arms in there. That's going to be those rifles or AR-15s. The problem is, though, that it's a little squishy. They do have a permit for the park. They can kick people out, but you can just imagine if someone has a loaded AR-15 strapped to their back and you're telling them not to be able to come into the park, it's going to be really hard.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mike Bender, just talk about your general sense of the Trump campaign's relationship now to the RNC, to the delegates in this event.
Yeah, hi, Mark. I've been talking to some delegates and some RNC members around the city who are here working on the platform committee, getting ready for rules coming up here for the RNC meeting. I'm very excited to be here in Cleveland. It's my hometown, and it's an exciting time. But I'm not getting the same sort of excitement from delegates and RNC members, particularly the folks who've been putting the platform committee together yesterday. I mean, they have no reason to believe that Trump is going to be campaigning on any of these issues that they've spent weeks and months assembling. I mean, Representative Virginia Fox from was brought to tears yesterday after putting this platform committee together, and there's just a disconnect here between the delegates and their candidate. I talked to some folks who said, we are building our platform, he's running our campaign, and that's just the way things will be. Not a lot of real excitement there. And asking them about what they like about Trump, a lot of folks say, well, he's not Clinton. I think that can be an effective political message. I'm not sure how much excitement that reflects, though.
Yeah. Yamiche, talk a little bit more about the sort of chain of command here. You've obviously got Secret Service, you've got state of law enforcement, you've got the city. Just talk about if violence does break out, if there are protests that need to be dealt with, what's your sense of who takes the lead on that and how things play out if you get people actually arrested?
My sense is that who takes the lead are the Cleveland Police Department. The Cleveland Police Department, I'm told by several sources, including a judge who's going to be holding court 20 hours a day, that he expects all the arresting documents to be filled out by Cleveland police officers. He also expects that the officers that are going to be coming from as far away as California or Florida, that they're going to be coming here and they're going to be understanding that Cleveland Police Department is the lead, that they're going to be following their procedures for mass arrests. They're going to be following their procedures for excessive force. But I should say that in this case, the police department is under a consent decree. So the Department of Justice is watching this police department because they were found to be biased and they were found to repeatedly use excessive force. So the issue is, in some ways, yes, the locals are in charge, but ultimately the DOJ is watching very closely.